Hey, kia ora, Helen Brahms here, coming to you live from, where am I? San Antonio, Texas. I do remember. I haven't gone completely great. Well, you know what I mean. So today's been one of those blah days where you're not really feeling like doing anything, and yet at the same time you're getting creative. I didn't get to downtown San Antonio today. The weather looked a little iffy. Zeph was acting really weird. I was feeling weird. I just thought, yeah, no. So I now have this list of stuff when I come back, because I do plan to come back to this area because there is a lot to see and do, which I knew I wasn't going to get done in one day anyway. So I want to come back and maybe spend like a week in the area. And I've got some friends who live here in the area who aren't here this weekend. So definitely have to come back to see them and explore the area in more detail and spend time instead of trying to cram everything into one day. So yeah, we didn't get into downtown today. It was just a weird day. We did get the tanks emptied. Got that done this evening. Zephy got to play in the dog park today. She met this little dog, and I mean little, like about this big, little Yorkie. And the little Yorkie's like 15 years old, blind in one eye, got no teeth. And Zephy's trying to engage this dog and play. It was so fun. And she's like rolling, she's like sliding along with her head down on the ground, like on her side, and sliding, pushing herself along, trying to get this dog to engage. And it was kind of funny watching Zephy run around and this little one running behind her trying to sniff her butt. It was hilarious. But yeah, so she got to make new friends today. And then there was a beautiful border collie, which was mainly white. And I have never seen a mainly white border collie before. I've only ever seen like the black and white ones. But this one was mainly white. It had a big black patch on one side and a black patch over one eye. He was beautiful, and his coat was so soft and furry. But Zephy and him didn't get to play in the park together. They got to sniff each other as they ran up and down the fence. That was as close as they got together. But you know, even though it was a bit of a blur day with how I was feeling and everything else, for some reason the creative genes kicked in. Weird, I know. It was just weird. So I got a blog written and posted. I got some more creative ideas for client follow-up and marketing and that sort of stuff. So worked on that a little bit. Rested for a little bit, had a bit of a snooze. So it's just been a really blah day. A little bit of work, a lot of rest. Resting this thing up for tomorrow. So hopefully it'll be good for tomorrow. Get some oils out tonight and rub them on there to help with the inflammation that's in the wrist right now. So that we're good to go for tomorrow. But I do have my soft one I can put on tomorrow. So we'll see how we go tonight. So we've been resting up mainly most of today. So yeah, it's kind of been one of those, it's just one of those days when you wake up and it's just like, I just really want to stay in bed. But we didn't stay in bed. We got up, we got dressed, we were out early. Out by 9 o'clock and over at the dog park and stuff. And yet somehow when we came back, it was like 11. But we also had to go for a walk around the park as well. So we got a good bit of walking in. So yeah, despite the fact that it was a day, I kind of got a lot accomplished. So proud of myself for that. Annoyed that I didn't get to go to downtown, but then, I wasn't in the mood. I just really wasn't. But I have made a list of stuff that I want to see and do next time I come back. So I am keeping, not only am I keeping my journal about what I do each day, I'm also, if I go into an area and there's stuff around there that I want to explore that I don't get to do that time, I have another set of books that I can go in and I can go, okay, San Antonio, this is what I want to see next time. So, or, in Fort Stockton, some of the national parks around there that I want to go see. So, as I go, I get to do stuff, but then if I don't get to do stuff or I don't get to do everything I want to do, it goes into this book that next time I come back through this area, this is what I want to see and do. So I am keeping a journal instead of coming back going, oh, no, what was it I wanted to do? Oh, I can't remember, and end up doing nothing. Like I know the Alamo, I have to book that in advance, and I went to book it yesterday and they only had reservations for tomorrow. So I knew I wasn't going to get into the Alamo today because you got to book it in advance. Even though they say they only allow so many people in through each day. So I wasn't going to get to see that today. And even the chocolate didn't tempt me. At one point I thought, maybe I'll just grab a lift, go down to one of the chocolate stores, get the chocolate, go over to the saloon. What's the name of that saloon? Hang on. had it written down here on my piece of paper. As well as going to go visit today. Buckhorn Saloon and Museum. So the Buckhorn Saloon is like 300 years old. And not only does it have a museum in there, it also has that you get 2 museums for the price of one. So you go in there, you've got the saloon area where you can have drinks, have meals and stuff. Then they've got 2 museums. They've got the Buckhorn Museum, and then they have the Texas Rangers Museum. And in the Texas Rangers Museum, they have the car that Bonnie and Clyde were driving when they were finally caught. So I thought, well, that would be really cool to go see. But today, nothing interested me today. It was just like, I just wasn't feeling it today. I wasn't feeling like being a tourist. I didn't want to go into crowds. And so I think I really want to go down on a weekday instead of a weekend. I think that's what half the problem was. Plus, they had so much going on this weekend. I mean, they had a jazz festival down there today. And it's like, yeah, I'm not a crowd person. I'm one of those people that when I go to a shopping mall, I pull up the plan of the shopping mall beforehand. And I thought, okay, where's the shop? All right, what's the closest exit to that shop? All right, so I got to go in through this entrance, and I go along, and I go right, and I go 1, 2, 3, 4 stores, and there it is. And I'm boom, bang, and out. Quickest route, in and out. That's me. So going down when they've got jazz festivals going on, they've got reenactments going on, they've got a whole bunch of stuff going on this weekend. It was sort of like, yeah. The introvert in me went, no. So, yeah, it's just, it's still a super fantastic sparkling day. Don't get me wrong. Every day is super fantastic and sparkling, no matter what happens. It's just this was a blah one. So we got to blah today. Got to rest and relax and get ready for our trip tomorrow, because tomorrow is going to be, what's tomorrow? 184 miles, I think it is. 184. So it'll take us about 4 hours to get there. So we'll do the usual stuff of getting this thing. I haven't pulled out a lot of stuff, so we'll get most of it packed. We'll get it all packed up tonight, except for what we need first thing in the morning. And I was thinking about going doing laundry, and I thought, no, I'll just do that when I get to Houston tomorrow. It's like, oh, go do this. Yeah, no. Let's get this. Yeah, no. It's Friday. Yeah, let's do some writing. What do we write about today? So we write about traveling solo today. I got that all written and posted, and then on the marketing side, how can I help my clients? How can I provide them with more information? Give them some tips. So that creative side came out. So it wasn't a complete waste of a day. There was some creativity in there. There was some rest gotten. And did cook a really yummy dinner. I keep bread in the freezer because sometimes I have a craving for bread. So I got some eggs out, broke the eggs and mixed them up, and then I put bread on the plate to soak up the eggs on both sides, and then I basically fried the bread with the egg in it, and then I put cheese and turkey on top and made sandwiches out of them that way. So that was my kind of toasted sandwiches with bread soaked in egg and cooked. It was actually quite good. I didn't put any seasoning in there either. So I had some Gouda cheese in there and some smoked turkey, and turned out pretty good. So that was quite a nice dinner. So maybe I'll have some yogurt after I finish this to go with it. But and Zephy's had fun playing. She got to play with Levi. Levi is a Brittany Hound or Brittany Spaniel. No, they're hounds, I think. And all Brittany wants to do is play with balls, while Zephy was having none of that. Every time Levi laid down with a ball in her mouth, Zephy would stand there, and she actually started barking at this dog. Like, I want to play. Come play with me. It's almost what she was saying. So it was kind of amusing to follow that. And Levi was supposed to be dropping the ball to go, and Levi didn't want to leave the park because Zephy was now there that she could play with, but she didn't really want to play with Zephy. She wanted to play with balls. So yeah, it was a whole thing. But yeah, despite being a blah day, overall it's been a good day with some productivity, some rest. And tomorrow we will be refreshed and ready to hit the road. It's supposed to be light rain tomorrow when we get to Houston. So, and there's a guy I watch on YouTube called the Nomadic Fanatic. And he's been in Houston for the last week, I think it is. But he says every time he comes to Houston, it rains. And so he's been hitting the wet weather there in Houston, so I don't know how much longer he's staying in Houston. So it could have been raining the entire time I'm in Houston. Who knows? Who cares? It gives me a chance to go outside and dance in the rain. Who's going to go dance in the rain? Clears out the cobwebs and everything else. But anyway, so it's a short one tonight. So that's it from me for tonight. I will be coming to you tomorrow from Katy. Katy is just out on the outskirts of Houston, and that's where we're going to be staying. So yeah, tomorrow we'll bring you some lives of us as we're going along the road, and then when we get to Katy, if the weather is good, we'll go for a walk. They actually have a lake at the resort. It's on a rectangular shaped lake, but it's half a mile to walk around it, so we might be doing some laps around that. And then they have a dog park area. I'm hoping they have a decent sized dog park area, because Zephy really likes the ones where she can run, and this one is not. Yes, she can get some running in, but she can't get up to full speed like she likes to. She just can't pin her ears down and just go. She's very particular about her runs. She likes to get up to full speed, and over here she'll get it for like a second, and then boom, she's already slowing down. Last night was really hard to watch her with a Aussie Shepherd running around, because the two of them couldn't get anywhere near top speed. They're running really funny because they're trying to get to top speed and chase each other and stay far enough ahead, but at the same time having to suddenly put the brakes on and slow down and all this sort of stuff, because it wasn't a very big dog park. This one would probably be about the third of the size of the one that we had in Fort Stockton. Yeah, this will probably, no, hang on. Yeah, third of the size of the one we had in Fort Stockton. We did have one in Junction, which she had plenty of room to run around in. It was probably about the same size as Fort Stockton. It actually had two, like a small dog one and a big dog one, and it had a gate between, which was always open. So yeah, it's probably about a third of so it wasn't this one was not very big at all. And if you've seen the photos that we've posted of this, you can tell it's not a very large one. So, but she enjoyed going over there and playing with the dogs, if there were any dogs in there at the time. So anyway, that's it from us, signing out from San Antonio, Texas. Tomorrow we will come to you from somewhere along the road to Katy and near Houston. I don't know where, I don't know when. We shall have to wait and see. Have a super fantastic sparkling evening, and we will catch you tomorrow from the Houston area. Hey, Conera.